Hey guys, what's up? So Beyond the Boundary episode 11 came out. Just watched it, just finished it. And it's definitely something that I find bittersweet because this episode was really, really great. But it's the fact that there's only 2 to 3 episodes left in the series so far. They haven't confirmed anything on a season 2 or anything. But I definitely am going to miss it. It's very bittersweet when it's going to happen. This episode really resonated with me in the fact that it's really a culmination of Akihito and Mirai's relationship leading up to now. We definitely see how they bond and what they mean to each other now more than ever. You have Akihito doing everything in his power to be with Mirai, to be at her side, and then you got Mirai who sacrificed herself. She took her own life in a sense to protect this boy that she finds that she cares so much about. So that definitely is something that I took from this episode. But anyways, the start of the episode, we find out, Akihito's been in a 3-month coma. 3 months is a really long time, but he's been in a seasonal coma pretty much for 3 months. He's not immortal anymore because Beyond the Boundary was extracted from Mirai, and due to that, Mirai is now gone from this world. We find out later she's in like a dimensional, like a separate dimension created from Beyond the Boundary, and from there, we see, it takes a toll. Obviously, Akihito's really upset. He's really, depressed at the fact that, this girl who started off as being a real big nuisance and a problem for him, slowly but surely he built, a tolerance, I guess you want to say, for her. He ended up wanting to spend more time with her, wanted her to join the literary club, and then eventually, he wanted to be around her all the time. And they obviously, it's common for that. If you hang out with someone enough times, you'll grow fond of them, and you'll want to hang out with them a lot. So that's definitely something that we saw from this. And then he gets that text message from her, and that text message is definitely something that really sparked my thought process of the entirety of this episode, because Mirai has always been someone who has detested herself due to her ability, due to her, due to people talking about her clan, about it being a cursed clan and that it's no good, and she's weird and she's out of place and stuff like that. And for the most part, she believed it. But through this text message, she pretty much comes at peace with it. She tells Akihito that she's happy more happy than she's ever been, due to the fact that she sees her ability as a gift, as something to help people, not a curse or anything like that. And that she's really happy and glad that she met Akihito, that she met everybody, that she's been in contact with since meeting Akihito. And I think it's just really something that, I don't know, it just really resonated with me. I felt sympathetic for her in the sense that she's gone through a lot of things in her own personal life, separate from the series, and then she joins Akihito, and then we actually get to see her develop even more through her relationship with him, through their relationship together and stuff like that. Same thing with Akihito, he's this half Yomu who, and it's something that's really the big thing. They both come from separate worlds, but when they're together, it's like they both are so similar. It's scary in that aspect. But from there, from that point on, we find out that she is not in turn dead, but in a different state, in a different, element. So Akihito's mother comes into this, and I swear that this was probably the funniest part of the episode. Also the very strangest, because she comes up into, she's introduced, and Akihito is hitting her. And I thought at first that wasn't his mother, because it's like, who in the right mind would hit their mother? And then he hits her again, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, this is such a crazy ass, like, it's really a weird relationship. They must have the weirdest relationship, because she's so upfront and out forward. She had, like, that sexy costume on. She's very attractive as a character, and, Akihito's really embarrassed by her and stuff like that. But when you get right down to it, his mother's very informative as well. Leading up to now, she's warned him about the hollow shadow. She's warned him about the calm, and, to be careful at times like this. And now she's letting them know, hey, Mirai's not dead, she's still alive, you can still save her. She knew about the Yomu stone that came off of the Beyond the Boundary when it was extracted. She knows about the puppet Akihito that was in the other world that serves as a gateway for Akihito to save Mirai. And that just brings up the question, A, where does she know all this from? And B, what does she really know about Beyond the Boundary and Akihito in terms of his Yomu side, in terms of how he came into contact and how he got the Beyond the Boundary inside of him? I feel like she knows a lot, but we don't really know that much about her to, start digging and asking for questions. But that's just something that I've noticed, because she's been very informative random episodes, and now more than ever she's actually introduced. I thought we were going to get a bit about his dad. That's something that I want to know more than anything, his father, because his father's a Yomu. And anything Yomu is supernatural. He's half Yomu. He had the Beyond the Boundary inside of him. She knows all of this Yomu information. So maybe, I don't know, unless his dad got slain or something. That's what I thought. I always thought his dad was definitely slain and appraised as a Yomu stone. But that's one thing that I really wanted to know. He tells his mother, hey, when this is all said and done, I want to know more about myself. So maybe we'll get something. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. But the last part of the episode was really awesome. Really fast-paced sequences, Akihito going through. I thought they were going to chop this up for another episode, make it, a journey to try to get Mirai, but they just made it like a quick transition. Akihito's going through all of these obstacles and stuff. Mirai's battling all of the Yomu. Throughout the whole episode, too, she looked like a badass. And you had the opening music in the background, and it just built you up. It was such a good build-up for me. And the end episode, they finally... they're together again, and I really enjoyed that. I'm glad that they're together now. Like I said, it's going to be really bittersweet. I'm looking forward to the next episode, but I'm definitely going to take my time and cherish it for what it is because it's ending, unless there's another season. But that's all I got, guys. Let me know what you guys thought from this review, from this anime, anything in between, anything that I missed out on. Also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content, and I will catch you guys next week for episode 12. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace.